Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Funnet on the W9AXD repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host for this evening. The purpose of having this says what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of Rams Radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications as when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an honor meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, K9GCR. It's live streamed on YouTube at youtube.com/Kerry Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's FunNet live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. If you don't have a computer, or if you're not able to hear the repeater very well due to conditions, you can just give me a call on the Friday Night FunNet Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-3636. 232 FN, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio at first, if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on both stations. You have family get-together going on where you can't be at the radio, you're watching, or some on TV you want to watch, or you're just passing through it and would rather concentrate your driving. I'll take your short time on both check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. We'll do our regular features. Friday Night FunNet Check Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode. APRS, DMR, FT8 to GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll have the Friday Night FunNet contest / the DX Corner. Did you make any HF contacts this week? I did not. So we'll see what, we had no DX corner last week. We'll see what happens tonight. Then we'll have our Swamp Net. If you have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want to relate to hobbies of ranch, radio, or computers, we'll definitely do that. Okay. It took a while to come up with a topic, so we're asking, let's see. What TV station do you watch? Now let's get this. We're not getting involved in any politics or anything like that. I don't allow that. What's your favorite local TV station? Who's your favorite local newscaster, or what have you there? Do you have any favorite local shows? What kind of a TV do you own? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay, with all so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations that like to check in? Please call now.
KC9GCR. This is KC9YI, short time. Good evening, Jim.
KC9YI, Scott and Monroe. Okay, Scott, I've got you checked in, and you're my very first check-in. That's great. Okay, your short time, so if you get a chance, you're always welcome to recheck in. Otherwise, have a good time at your meeting tomorrow. I don't know if Mark K9COB will make it or not. So, okay. Thanks for checking in. So, you have a good evening. Any more short time mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now. one more time. Any short time on both stations would like to check in, please call now. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9EXD repeat in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Any more short time or mobile stations want to check in, please call now. Okay, we only had one short time station, that was Scott, Case9YI. He's net control of the Greene County Area's Racing Net, which meets every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145 and 110 repeater in Monroe. It has a PL 123.0 minus offset. Sometimes that net runs for a half hour, hour and a half, who knows. A couple times he ran for 2 hours. Okay. All right. Let's go with general check-ins. Do we have any general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call K9GCR.
I guess I started off N9BWM.
N9BWM, good evening, Bruce. Thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you a few minutes first go-around. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins with Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
W9BL. Jimmy, good evening. W9BL, Rob Maringo.
Okay, Bruce, N9BWM, Robert got you checked in. Bruce, get back to you a few minutes. And W9BL, Rob in Marengo, Illinois, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
This is KB9ZDD, Mike out by Davis.
KB9ZDD, Mike, we're now by Davis, Illinois, in Stevenson County. Okay, Mike, I've got you checked in. Thank you. Thank you for checking in. And you were making the trip into the 3-9 repeater the other night. So, okay, we'll get we'll get back to you a few minutes for the round table. Any more general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I don't want to hold anybody too long, so Bruce, N9BWM, who is your favorite local newscaster on TV? Do you like the people on channel 17 or 39, the people on channel 23 or channel 13? Who do you like? And do you even watch any local news? Let's put it that way.
I usually watch channel 17 or 39 because the news is on at 9 o'clock, and it's kind of nice to get that done and over with.
Well, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Bruce. You know, a lot of people have to go to bed early and get up early and go to work. So that's good that they have that 9 o'clock news. That's right. Of course, they have it early at 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. on 17 and 39 respectively. They got good. Candace King, the chief meteorologist there, as she even mentions the ham radio operators, especially during Skywarn. That's great. Okay, Bruce, thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you a few minutes for the second go-round. W9BL, Rob in Marengo. Well, what is your favorite local newscast? Do you watch the Rockford stations? I suppose you also, being close to Chicago, you probably watch them too. What do you say?
Jimmy,
got capabilities of getting Rockford and all of Chicago. I even get Milwaukee, but I pretty much I vary it. I don't just go with one network. I jump around. Jump so much around. I even get BBC too and PBS. Yeah, media's crazy today. You just, they're so opinionated. So anyhow, we don't want to get into politics, but anyhow, I watch the networks, the 3 different networks in Chicago, actually 4 with PBS, and I get WGN now and then too. So, but I don't normally watch the Rockford stuff, and then I get on, I do streaming too. So that's what I'm doing here, Jimmy. But that's what we do. We do a whole round of different ones there. Back to you there, Jimmy. W9BL.
That was some watching the news reports about that horse being arrested by their local fire department. I see even the Chicago stations that represent, because they had the microphones there set up. I knew who they were. Channel 9, Channel 2. Yeah, that was great. That was something else.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna. Well, we just had a splashdown of the guys and the astronauts coming back. They just splashed down a little bit ago, so they're back safe and sound, all 4 of them. So they're in the Pacific Ocean and they're getting hauled onto the ships out there. So heading back to, they'll be flying into Houston, I'm sure, from there. So, yeah. So there you have it. There, KC9GCR W9BL.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was hoping they'd land safe. I said, oh boy, the last thing you want to have happen is a tragedy happen. That happened with the Columbia space shuttle many years ago. That haven't happened with the Soviet Union, I think, back in 1971. They spent several, a couple of, cosmonauts, then they orbited the Earth. When they came down, they had a problem, and they ended up, tragically, they lost their lives. So, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Everything well. Okay. I'll get back to you in a few minutes there, Rob. Thanks for checking in. KB9, GDD, Mike, what's going on with you? Who do you watch for your, what station do you prefer for your local news? Or does it matter to you?
Hey, things got kind of loud here for a moment. Was that directed at me? KB9ZDD.
Yes, it was, my, yeah. I was asking you who do you depend on for your local news, like Channel 13, or let's see, Channel 17, 39, or 23. Who do you prefer?
Well, actually, I don't really watch any news on TV, local news on TV at all. I listen to a lot of NPR, 89.1 out of DeKalb. If I'm looking for local news, that's generally where I'm going to get it. So we don't get a lot of local news on TV. We're streaming everything.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Okay, Mike. Hey, let's see. I'll be doing a little bit of trivia. So if your daughter's around, maybe if she wants to participate, we'll do that in a little bit there.
Yeah, well, she stayed home from school today sick. She's not feeling well, so I'll give her the opportunity. We'll see what happens.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Okay, we'll get back to you in a few minutes a second go around. Thanks for checking in. That concludes my list. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please phone up.
K0SDZ, Sierra Delta Zulu.
K0SDZ, K0 San Diego Zoo. Good evening, Bill. What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm having a fight with my HF antenna here and trying to do a little troubleshooting. get the thing tuned up. And as far as news goes, I rarely turn on the television. Go to the internet, like YouTube and stuff like that. Kind of like Reuters, World News. Minimum of labeling and name calling, and more just kind of the straight stuff. And they, I guess people on the left think they are right, and people on the right think they are left. But I think they're somewhat balanced, and you get kind of the main headlines of what's actually happening. Albert Mohler, can't remember what that's called, but kind of Christian perspective. Listen to the radio a fair amount, but just don't really turn on the television set. I see what's out there on YouTube. There are, sometimes what's his name, Joe Rogan is kind of interesting, and some of the other podcasters. So anyway, that's about the size of it. Thanks for doing that, as always. Jimmy, back to net, K0STZ.
You're welcome, Bill. Sounds good. Oh yeah, I get my TV in both ways. I have two TV sets. My main one is LG, it's connected to cable, and the other one, the Roku, is it's over the air. But I can now I can pick up a couple of the Madison stations there, like Channel 21 and Channel 27. That's about it. We cannot. We used to get them on our cable years ago, but not anymore. So that's about it there. So I get BBC, World News, and Sky News, both from the UK. I even pick up I-24. That's a 24-hour news channel with broadcasts out of Israel. They have their news broadcasts both in English and in Hebrew. That's very interesting to watch. Okay, Bill, thanks for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now.
Jimmy, this is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, and would like to just sneak in short time, no traffic.
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo. Okay, Steve, I've got you checked in. 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Okay, do we have any more stations? The general check-in for the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, before I start the second round here, I'm going to pass along some traffic. I'm happy to report, as of today, we have a brand new ham radio operator, or new kid on the block, as I call him. His name is Elijah. This call is Kilo Echo 9, Foxtrot, Hotel, Juliet. I happened to pick him up. He and Mark K9COB were having a queue, so I jumped in there and I welcomed him to this hobby. He is at the Ice Hawks hockey game, so he's not able to check in, but he knows all about the Friday Night Fun Net. He says you listen to me do some of the other nets around here, so that's it. Well, we hope to hear him on one of these days. He just got his license. His license went through today, and it's Elijah. His call is Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot Hotel Juliet. So that he's a young guy too. So okay, let me reset. Okay. Richard N9CO in Belvedere has tickets for the upcoming Sandwich Ham Fest. If you're interested, give them a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. 686. Okay, Tuesday, April 28th, National Weather Service, Milwaukee Sullivan will be holding an in-person weather spotter class. It'll take place from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Greene County Justice Center. That's the new courthouse in Monroe. It's on Route 59 next to the Greene County Sheriff's Office and Jail. They'll be having 2 sessions, but the second session will take place during the evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the fire station in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Sure, you don't want to drive clear up there. Brooklyn is just southeast of Madison on the far northeastern corner of Greene County. So, okay. Also, let me reset. There will be a simulated weather exercise that will take place on Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. on the 147, simultaneously on the 147.195 repeater and on the 462.575 GMRS repeater. That will take place on the Thursday evening Skywarn train. Again, that's going to be a simulated exercise, weather exercise, Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. on the 195 repeater and on the 462.575 GMRS repeater. So it's going to be just like an actual weather event. You let it check in a certain way and what have you. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
KE9, COB.
KE9 COB, good evening, Mark. What's going on with you?
KE9 COB here. Good evening, everyone. What's going on with me? I'm just working on programs to get my FT8 working eventually. Eventually is something I'm not sure of. Back to net control.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm sure you heard me mention about the new ham, the new kid on the block, Elijah. And you had the pleasure, you had the pleasure of being his very first contact. That is definitely great. I know he's going to enjoy this wonderful hobby.
Well, I'll tell you, he really sounded like he will. He was enthusiastic and a very nice, polite young man. I enjoyed my contact with him. When someone tells me that I'm their first contact, that still surprises me, as new as I am. But I guess I'm not the new kid on the block anymore. But then I guess that depends upon who you're talking to. Back to net control.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Mark, I'm asking the question. Who is your favorite local news newscaster? Now, we don't get into the controversy or political aspect or whatever. Just asking who you like to watch for your local news. Like Channel 1739, Channel 13, or Channel 23. Who do you like?
Well, quite honestly, I don't watch antenna TV very often. But when I do, I'll occasionally come across a news broadcast, and then it's whoever I happen to be on at that time. I don't really care which one. Back to you.
Okay, sounds good, Mark. Okay, hey, thanks for checking in. So we'll see how many more check-ins we get. I think everybody's enjoying the warm weather. Hey, next week, I think it's going to be the best week of the entire year weather-wise so far. We're going to have temperatures in the 70s right straight through, starting through Sunday and continuing on, I believe, into through next Friday. So that will definitely be great. Of course, we got to watch for possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and the K9 RFD repair in Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net. Oh, I screwed up. Oh boy. I'm so used to being on 195. We're going to do that again. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on W9XD repeating Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Any more stations want to check in this time? Please call now. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll go on with some more of my traffic here. The weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. and it's an informal gathering of fan folks, no affiliations necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. I wonder how many showed up at today. They usually have a good turnout for these Friday morning breakfasts. Again, the weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 p.m. until about 9 a.m. You order breakfast at 8 a.m. An informal gathering of fan folks, no affiliations necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held in Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. Tomorrow morning, the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club, or G-Bark, will hold their monthly meeting on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. That's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. They'll be meeting at Denny's Restaurant, the Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. Again, the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club, G-Bark, they'll be meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. at the Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I'll mention the DeKalb Ham Fest. That's sponsored by the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club. It's Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. At the front gate, it's at 7 a.m. and meets 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. The vendor tailgate setup, Saturday 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. via the back gate. $8 in advance, and the tickets, double stub and seat below, and $10 admission at the gate. No large bills, single stub. And if Richard, N9CO in Belvedere, has the tickets available, you give him a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. They'll be held rain or shine, 2 large unheated buildings, 3 cash prize drawings every half hour. Free outside tailgating. There will be no VE testing session that date. Chairs are not provided, no valet parking. You unload/reload. Carts not provided. Food vendors is from Hy-Vee. The fairground regulations prohibit vehicles and buildings. So, okay, that's your information about the DeKalb Ham Fest. 8 more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net. Please go now.
KCG, early, short time.
K9 KGT, Larry and Rockford, the king of CW. Okay, Larry, I've got you checked in short time. 7-3, and have a good evening. We'll get you tomorrow night and Saturday and right you now.
Thank you, Jimmy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 8 more stations wishing to check the Friday Night Fun net. Please go now. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back, let's see, let's go to the second round here. Don't want to keep anybody waiting. N9BWM, Bruce, are you still with us? What kind of TV, I mean, do you get cable, or you get over-the-air TV, or you get both? Okay, I guess Bruce has left us. W9BL, Robin Maringo. Do you have cable TV or over-the-air TV, or you get both?
KC9GCR W9BL. Yeah, Jimmy, we got over-the-air signals coming in with a large. I got a large TV antenna on the ridge up there. So we get that, and quite a few channels, and also we do have Roku and streaming coming in. We don't have any cable. The only thing we buy is Netflix, and the rest is all on there through the streaming. So we get quite a bit on there. So anyhow, that's about it. And I really don't. We got DVD players, and we've got our library uptown still has all the library of the movies, the DVD movies, and we rent them for free. We can get them for 2 weeks. So, and they have quite a large amount of them in there. And when we get tired of movies, we drop them off there and donate them to the library. So. Yeah, they got a lot of them up there. So we never have anything, any time that we can't watch something here. So back to you, Jimmy. KC9GCR W9BL.
Sounds good there, Rob. Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that stuff. Okay. Thank you for checking in there, Rob. But 7-3, you can stick around if you like. If you gotta go, we'll get you another time. Thanks for checking in. That's right. KB9GGG, Mike. Well, I'm sure you got. Well, of course, I know you don't have you have over-the-air TV or what have you. But do you also by chance have a satellite, or what's the situation? Go ahead, Dave.
9GLD. Have a nice night.
Okay, Dave, thanks for checking in. Southern, thank you for checking in. That was Dave, N9DLB here in Freeport. He lives about a mile east of me. He lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport. Mike, KB9GDD, are you still with us? Okay, we'll move on then. K0SDZ, Bill, you have over-the-air TV, cable, or both?
Who are you asking?
I was asking you, Bill. I was asking if you have cable TV or over-the-air TV or both.
No, just antenna, and sometimes we, connect it to the computer for stuff that comes over the internet. Like you want to put a YouTube video on the big screen or something like that. A lot of times I'm just listening to the audio on my smartphone.
This is Station on GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9 Magazine Repair in Rockford, transferring the Friday Night Fun Net at Edward Rayport. Okay, Bill, sounds good, sounds good. Okay, I won't hold you, Bill. Thanks for checking in. You have a good, well, please feel free to jump in any time there. We'll be here until past 10 o'clock. Maybe the new kid on the block would jump in then. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. W9WBB is checked out. KE9COB. Maybe this sounds like a stupid question, but do you have over-the-air TV or cable or both, or what do you have?
KE9COB here. I have an antenna on top of the house, which I get many antenna stations with in the Rockford area vicinity. And I have multiple streaming capabilities, which includes Netflix, Prime, and there's another one I can't think of. Anyway, I have multiple choices, quite a few actually, besides the free ones that come with the streaming. KC9GCR, back to net.
Sounds good, Mark. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, sir. Sounds good. Okay. Anytime you feel like jumping in there, please feel free to do so. Okay, K9KGT Larry and N9DLB Dave have checked in a short time, so we'll move on. Do we have any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
K9ASH.
K9ASH, good evening, Dwayne. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just going to do a little dinner run. And turned the radio on and heard your net, so I thought I'd check in real quick. How's your net going?
Going great. You're check-in number 11. I've had no early check-ins, no early bird check-ins, and nobody's checked in on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline yet. Everything's straight over the air.
It's early. It's Saturday, so maybe you'll get some later ones here in a little bit.
No. It's Friday.
Oh, you're right. Yep. See, I'm got too much going on. I don't even know what day it is.
Okay, sounds good. I'm asking the question. I don't know if you watch any local news or not, but if you do, who is your favorite news anchor? What's your favorite anchor or station? Channel 13 or 17, 23, or 39? Do you have a preference or not?
Well, if I had to pick one, it would probably be 23 WIFR. They seem to be the one that I watch the most. I have to admit I don't watch the news much anymore because of my schedule. And not that it's probably the best source, but I get a lot of mine through like news apps on my phone, and that's where I get most of my news now. But as far as TV goes, I'd probably say I watch 23 the most.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and now do you get your TV? You have a cable? Well, of course you live in Winnebago. You probably don't have cable, so I'm assuming you get yours over the air, right?
Actually, we do. I get Comcast now, Xfinity, so I have cable, and then we switched over to satellite. But I had trouble whenever the weather wasn't the best. I'd lose reception, so We switched back to cable, so yeah, I've had cable for quite a while.
Okay, sounds good. That's what I have too. I have Comcast, and I also have the other TV, my Roku TV, sitting next to the radio desk here. It's over the air. So that's about. I mostly watch the news channels. The only sport I watch is baseball. I like baseball, pro wrestling, and horse racing. In fact, let's see, who was it? Oh yeah, the WWE Friday Night SmackDown is on now. I was kind of watching that a little bit there. So, okay, Dwayne. Hey, concentrate on your driving. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for checking it.
All right, Jimmy, thanks. And then I'll be monitoring on and off here throughout your net, so I might jump back in if you do the trivia or something. So, all right, thanks. 7-3 back to net.
You're welcome. Thanks for checking, Dwayne. Case on GCR. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Den? You're just coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. You just turned the radio on. You've been topping the mail for the last 42 minutes. So this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. What's route traffic? Please call Case on GCR. I'll tell you what, folks, way back when of course, WTVO was the very first Rockford TV station. They were on Channel 39 at the time. They came on there in 1953, and a few months later, WRX TV, Channel 13 came on there. Let's see. Who was it? On Channel 17, it was Bruce Richardson with the news, Bob Cameron with the weather, and Bob Lewis with the sports. And let's see, on Channel 13, Rolly Sponberg. He was the weatherman. He was also a magician on the side. He used to do a lot of tricks during his weather cast. And the sponsor was Butternut Coffee. So that was about it. Of course, on Channel 23, it was Chuck Faber. Those of you who used to know him, you always say, "Good night, Tiger." Well, Tiger was his wife. So that was that's about it there. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, one moment, please. Oh yes, I want to mention this. Last Saturday, we had our bi-monthly VE testing session at the Freeport Public Library. I'm happy to report we picked up 3 new techs. One lives right here in Freeport. She works for the Stevenson County Health Department. The other one lives in Bellevue, Iowa. That's right across the Mississippi River from where the Savannah Army Depot used to be. And the other one, I'm not sure, but we picked up 3 new techs. Actually, 4 people came. The other one did not pass his technician's test. The one new tech that tried for it was actually take his general. He took his general test. He missed by 3 questions. So that's the way it goes. Our next VE testing session here at Freeport will take place on Saturday, June 6th at 12:30 p.m. So, okay, we're going to go ahead now. I'm going to do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of those people who are studying for their first ham radio licenses. We have a lot of people listening to us on scanners. They can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner, which you can receive Starcom 21 or P25. Let me reset. Studying for their first ham radio license, so they're listening to us. So okay. Alright. Okay. First question. This is an easy one. First question. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? A, 2 years. B, 3 years. C, 5 years. D, 10 years. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? A, 2 years. B, 3 years. C, 5 years. D, 10 years. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
It'll be A, Alpha, 2 years, KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? The correct answer is A, Alpha, 2 years. It also refers to another question, but we won't worry about that one. All right. Oh, I read this question a few weeks ago. I'm not going to read it again. Let's see. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. When the control operator is not the station licensee, who is responsible for the proper operation of the station? A, all licensed amateurs who are present at the operation. B, only the station licensee. C, only the control operator. D, the control operator and the station licensee. When the control operator is not the station licensee, who is responsible for the proper operation of the station? A, all licensed amateurs who are present at the operation. B, only the station licensee. C, only the control operator. D, the control operator and the station licensee. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
All right, I'll take a stab at it. Let's go D, Delta. I think it's both the control operator and the station licensee.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. When the control operator is not the station licensee, who is responsible for the proper operation of the station? The correct answer is D, Delta, the control operator and the station licensee. The station owner is responsible for limiting access to the station only to responsible licensees who will follow the FCC rules. Note that the FCC will presume the station licensee to be the control operator unless there is a written record to the contrary. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-2. Okay, before we proceed any further, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Oh boy, okay, just a minute. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions. If I keep reading the same questions every week, people will get bored and they won't want to participate in the trivia anymore. Okay, here's one. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? A, 33 centimeters. B, 6 meters. C, 2 meters. D, 70 centimeters. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? A, 33 centimeters. B, 6 meters. C, 2 meters. D, 70 centimeters. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
I'll take a guess. K9COB.
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm going with the first one.
Well, sorry, Mark. That's not correct, but hey, thanks for trying. I'm happy with anybody who even tries, even if they do get the wrong answer. Okay. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
K9ASH. I'm just going to guess 2 meters.
Sorry, Dwayne, that's not correct. I'll give it one more try. Anybody else want to give it a try? Otherwise, I'll go ahead and read the question, the correct answer.
I'm checking in and out, but it's 70 centimeters, KB9 all up.
Okay, Ruben. Hey, I've got you checked in, but hey, thanks for trying, but that's not correct. Thank you for checking in, Ruben. All right, good hearing from you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the question. I'm going to read the correct answer. What band is best suited for communicating via meteor scatter? The correct answer is B Bravo, 6 meters. The best band for meteor scatter is 6 meters, and contacts can be made at distances up to 1,200 to 1,500 miles. Admiral license, okay. Admiral license manual, page 4-3. Just a minute, I'll be check Ruben into the net there. Good hearing from him, yes. Don't worry, Ruben. Hey, this is all in fun. Don't worry about it. It's not the actual test. Could you imagine what would happen if this was the actual test were actually conducted over the air?
I must have heard the question wrong. I thought you said police band or something like that.
That's okay, Ruben. Hey, don't worry about it. We're gonna do another one here. Thanks for getting in there anyway. We sure appreciate it, Ruben.
Okay, I'm out of here. KB9 all up.
Southern East, check in when you can stay longer. Hey, thank you for checking in. I got you checked in. Southern East. Okay, what is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a station's frequency? A, change in audio pitch. B, sideband inversion. C, generation of a heterodyne tone. D, distortion of the signal's audio. What is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a signal's frequency? A, change in audio pitch. B, sideband inversion. C, generation of a heterodyne tone. D, distortion of the signal's audio. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9MAP is guessing D, delta.
You are correct, Kerry. You are correct. What is the result of tuning an FM receiver above or below a signal's frequency? The correct answer is D, delta. Distortion of the signal's audio. You will still hear the signal, but the audio will be distorted. Henry license manual, page 5-9. Hey, Kerry, what's going on with you?
This is KD9MAP. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, the first thing I want to say is praise God for the safe return of the Artemis astronauts, and I hope everybody makes it to shore okay. Your questions tonight, what local news do I consume? I don't watch their TV news, but I do visit the 3 Rockford area local news websites every day. I skim them, and my news feed, my aggregator news feeds give me other local news from the other burgs around here. Brief reset. You ask, what do I use for TV? Well, I'm an internet guy. Everything I do comes in over pure internet. I don't have any subscriptions. I don't have Netflix or Amazon Prime or Roku or anything like that. just the plain old vanilla internet delivers everything I could ever want to watch. And my internet comes in over fiber now, has been coming in over fiber for about 5 months from T-Mobile. A brief reset. I still haven't been on the radio, Jimmy. It's been about 6 weeks. I've just been preoccupied with other stuff. Looking at the space weather this week, I see the solar flux index is now under 100. So the solar cycle 25 is definitely on the wane. The new ham rag is out today, and I looked through it, and there's a really good article in there about meshtastic by W9GRZ. I recommend it. I'm glad to see somebody's working with that new technology. Brief reset. And it looks like the lawn needs to be mowed. And it's that time of year when you only get like little half-day patches of dry weather when you can go out and do it. It looks like my first chance is tomorrow morning, and if I miss that, I guess I'll have another chance Monday morning, but I got to get it done because the grass is growing so fast I can hear it. KD9MAP.
Okay, it sounds good, Kerry. I don't know if you heard this earlier during the net or not, but we picked up a new ham radio operator in the area. His license went through today. And Mark, KE9COB, was his very first contact. It's his name is Elijah. He's a young guy. His call is Kilo Echo 9 Juliet. Let's see. Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot Hotel Juliet. Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot Hotel Joliet.
Yes, I heard that when you announced it earlier. The live stream is up and running, and I've been monitoring it, except for this little hiatus where I'm out mobile right now. I'm up on top of the hill on 9th Street, Broadway right now. So carry on with the show, Jimmy. It's going good so far.
Okay, thank you, Kerry, for checking in. Drive home safely. We'll definitely catch you after the net concludes tonight. Thanks for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now.
KC9RUH, checking in, Jim.
KC9RUH, good evening, Joe. What's going on with you?
Not much here, Jim. I just, I looked at the clock and I told the wife, I said, I got to check into the net. I thought maybe it was already over.
Oh, no. We never get done till well past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know how many you've gotten so far tonight, but, well, you probably already know, Jim. I believe there was a rah-rah meeting tonight. So when that all clears out, I'm sure you'll get more check-ins.
Oh, that's right, yes. It was an in-person meeting, too. That's great. You're checking number 14, by the way.
Hey, well, that's good. I gave you another number.
That's for sure. You just heard me talk to Kerry K9MAP. You know about the new kid on the block, the new ham, don't you?
Oh, but I did catch you talking about it. Well, that's good. And it's always good when there's a new operator.
And he's a young guy too. He's at the Ice Hogs hockey game. He said, I told him about this night. He said he listens. He used to listen to me quite a few times when I did the different nets. He said he would not be able to check in because he's at the Ice Hogs game. I probably should have told him to take his HD with him so he could check it from there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll hear him out here. I know how it is. When I first got my license, I probably listened for the first month because I was what do they call it, mic shy. But then you know, once you get used to it, it comes naturally.
Oh yeah, you will. That's for sure. That's for sure. How is your wife doing?
Doing okay, Jim. You know, best that she can.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm asking the question tonight. I don't know where you get your TV news or anything like that, but I'm asking everybody what local station do you watch for your 10 o'clock news or what have you like? Or do you like to watch Channel 13 or Channel 17, 39 or 23 or what?
It's funny you said that. I used to watch 23 all the time, but now I watch Candace Kane a lot. I don't know. I just like the way she does her reports.
Yeah, I used to like Alex Kirchner when he was on Channel 13, but when he left and some of the other guys took over, I don't know. I don't think so. I like Candace King too. She grew up in Rydot. That's my hometown, and she always mentions the Skyward and all the amateur radio operators too during her forecast, her weather stuff.
Yeah, for a long time I watched 23 News, you know, with Mark Henderson and them. But I don't know. I guess I just changed channels. I guess for something new.
I understand. I'm sure you got the capability. Maybe what you ought to do, watch all three of the local newscasts. Maybe record them. You can play them back later. You can watch them when it's convenient for you.
Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea because with all the wife's doctor's appointments and stuff, sometimes I miss some of it.
Oh yeah, I understand. That's the way it goes there. So, okay, and how do you get you have cable TV or just on-air TV, or do you have both?
I had cable for quite a few years, Jim, but then I went to an antenna, and then I've got what they call the smart TV that's hooked up to my Wi-Fi, you know, the internet. So I've got plenty of channels to watch.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are dumping the satellites and cable. They're going back to watching TV the old way.
Yeah, you know, not to you know, bring up anything on the air, but the main reason we switched is our cable bill, it got up to almost $130-something a month, and I'm like, forget that. I don't watch enough TV.
I get Comcast cable. My last cable bill, believe it or not, and I'm not kidding, I'm not joking, $24 and something. Now I got my bill, my latest bill, now it's $48. But for a while I was paying well over $100. And I get there are lots of channels I don't even watch. I think I get hundreds of channels there on my Comcast cable. I mostly watch the news channels, BBC and I-24 out of Israel. And of course they got the C-SPAN, CNN, I watch that, and let's see, Fox News I'm not crazy about, MSNBC and what have you, but that's BBC News, Sky News out of the UK, and I-24 out of Israel. And I watch baseball, and I watch some of the other sports I have no interest in. So that's about it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was, Jim. But anyway, I won't keep the net tied up. Hopefully you'll get some more check-ins here as people are coming home from that rah-rah meeting. But yeah, I'll turn it back to net. KC9RUH, I'll be monitoring for a while.
Sounds good, Joe. Thank you for checking in. Glad your wife is doing well. I forgot all about that rah-rah meeting. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please go now.
I'll check in with you, Jimmy. KE9CZZ.
KE9CZZ. Good evening, Guy. What's going on with you? I'm assuming you went to the rah-rah meeting. How did that go?
It's a great meeting. Yeah, I've got to attend those now and take all the notes. I do the secretary stuff. But very good meeting. Dave did an excellent job on presentation on satellites and some of the antennas that he's built over time and some of the gear that he's built to listen and talk to the satellites. And very, very informative as always. It's a great place to be.
That's good. That's good. Okay, we're talking about who's your favorite local news caster? You watch which channel do you watch for local news? 13, 17, 23, or 39? Do you have any preference?
Well, I'll tell you, and it might ruffle up some feathers, but I'll watch Candace King to do the weather. As far as the news goes, I don't watch any of the local news stations. I don't trust them. They get their news from the network. I don't trust the network news. I get my news, and I'm not saying it's good, but I get my news off of some of the internet sites. And I'm not saying that's any better. I don't think you're going to trust many of them to give you a straight answer.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, there's always the radio. Do the News Talk 1440 at WROK.
Back in the day, that was the place where you got your news. If you were a kid and you had WROK on and you were waiting for Fred Spear to come on and tell you that school was closed because of the snow or what was going on in town, that was the place. As far as my TV service goes, we have cable, but to be honest, we don't hardly watch it. We've got a couple of streaming services that we watch, you know, but we're just so darn busy that we don't have our TV on a lot. It's more on for background noise than it is to sit down and watch it.
Oh yeah, that's the way it is. I don't have my TV on unless there's something I want to watch. That's about it. You know, one thing about the Comcast, if you miss a show, you can get it on demand. Like right now, Friday Night SmackDown is on. That's pro wrestling. And what I'll do, I'll switch several nights later. I'll punch in on demand. And I'll say on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. It comes on the air, and what I missed tonight, I'll watch it on a few nights later.
Oh, roger that. Our TV's on, but it's for the dog. Believe it. Just to keep her company. We started doing that many years ago, and you know, it's just a smart TV, and we run like the Weather Channel or something. She's very knowledgeable now on the weather, but no. Other than that, Jimmy, I don't have hardly anything more to add. I'm just on my way home, and I heard you call out, and I thought, well, I'll check in on my way home. I've only got a few more minutes, and I'm there, but it's good to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I haven't been on very much.
I understand. We picked up a new ham radio operator today. His license went through today. He's a young guy. His name is Elijah. This call is Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot Hotel Joliet. Mark, K9COB was It was his very first contact, and I was the second one.
Oh, Roger. Actually, Jimmy, you were the third one. I talked to him at the same time that Mark was talking to him. A nice young man, and I had to bail out before you got there. I heard you coming in, but you guys welcomed him with open arms, and that's great. I know what that feeling feels like. And nice young man, and hope we can get him pointed in a direction with Rah-Rah or some of the meetings or some of the events, and especially the stuff out at the park and the field day and all of that. And he seems to be quite excited. So yeah, that's always fun. I know that feeling. You were my first contact a year ago.
Okay, sounds good. That's great. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what we do. We're not like the chicken band, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you know, I have found, and you know, that if you do something wrong, they don't blow you out of the water. They go, hey, that's not what we do. This is how we do it. Or if you ask a question, you get a straight answer. You don't get a sarcastic answers as go look it up. You know, everybody's so willing to share their knowledge and their everything that they know about radios with you, because they want you to succeed. And I think that's the thing I like about radio the most. And you know, really, it doesn't matter where you go. It seems to be that's the etiquette of the amateur radio operator across the country. You know, you go up to Milwaukee and you're treated the same way, and so that's really great. And I'm glad you let everybody know there's somebody new they can listen out for them. And so, all right, Jimmy, I'm just about to the home, and so I'm going to turn it back to you and sign off here and let you move along. So take care, Jimmy. KE9CZZ. I'll be clear after you.
Okay, sounds good there, guy. Glad you had a good time at the Rah-Rah meeting. Thank you for checking in. 7-3, we'll talk to you later. K9G, I'll be clear. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
E9N, good evening, Kurt. What's going on with you?
Hey, not too much, Jimmy. Didn't get a chance to really play too much radio this week. A little bit, but not too awful much. But things are okay. After the rain, it turned out to be a pretty good day, although the ground is still kind of muddy and stuff like that. But I'm doing okay. I had lunch with a ham friend of mine that I've known a long, long time. And so I did that, and I had to work a little bit this afternoon, and that was about it. I just got a few things to do around the house this weekend.
That's great. That's great. Did you go to the Rah-Rah meeting or not?
No, I didn't go, Jimmy. By the time I got home, the meeting had already started. I kind of got out of work a little bit late, so no, I did not go tonight.
You know, something that you guys should talk about, maybe have somebody, if there's any way that somebody could record that meeting live, and if anybody can record it like over internet or Facebook or what have you, people, if they're not able to attend the meeting, they can watch that meeting live as it happens. With the technology as it is, I think that'd be great.
I know that was kicked around some before, but bear in mind that I'm not on the board of directors. I'm not an officer, and I kind of, I hate to say it this way, but I just don't get involved in that stuff. I know Matt is, of course, the repeater chairman, but you know, that's a good subject to mention maybe to some of the board members, and see what they can do. It was kicked around last year or the year before, maybe the year before, I know, when I was on the board, and they decided at the time not to do it, but maybe technology has changed a little bit.
Okay, I understand, Kurt. Okay, what's the latest on the repeater situation? Well, I know it's all good, of course, but I know you've been busy working on a couple of other repeaters. So, what's the situation?
Well, let's see. Of course, we have obviously the 610 going, the 147. That's all going. There's no problems with that or changes that we need to make. I know they had an issue with the GMRS antenna, and that's all straightened out fairly well. And then there's a 440 repeater, and geez, I can't keep them all straight in my head, but that's going okay. I know the plans are in the future that there's a 220 repeater that they're going to have on the air. That's going to be out at Tate Road, but that's not been done yet, but it shouldn't take long to get that going. And that's about all I know for now.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. I don't know if Dean K9FLO will check in or not. So, Kurt, thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you down the line. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun.
Okay, no problem. I'll be listening for, maybe about a half hour or so, Jimmy. And then I think I'm going to go to bed for the evening. But I'll be hanging around for about a half hour. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time, please call now. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. My apologies. What kind of an antenna are you going to put up on your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, on-board, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS? Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, one moment, please. Okay, now we're going to do the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of RAM, radio, or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. You may mention prices over the air, but any handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic at this time? Okay, I do have some swap net traffic courtesy of Richard N9ZO. He has for sale 1,000 feet of coax. He is asking $1 for each foot. It is similar to Almar 400, but it is not Almar 400. If anybody is interested, you may call Richard at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in how many feet of coax you want, just give Richard a call. So, okay, one moment, please. Okay. Well, now that we finally got that out of the way, I completely forgot all about this other stuff. We're busy with the trivia segment and stations checking in and calling. So we're going to continue with the trivia segment now. And let's see. Okay. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? A, resistance. B, current. C, power. D, voltage. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? A, resistance. B, current. C, power. D, voltage. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? The correct answer is C, Charlie, power. Power, represented by the symbol P, is the rate at which electrical energy is used. And read the last manual page 3-7. All right. Okay. What component changes 120 volt AC power to a lower AC voltage for other uses? A, variable capacitor. B, transformer. C, transistor. D, diode. What component changes 120 volt AC power to a lower AC voltage for other uses? A, variable capacitor. B, transformer. C, transistor. D, diode. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it's B, a transformer.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What component changes 120 volt AC power to a lower AC voltage for other uses? Correct answer is B, Bravo, transformer. Transformers are made from two or more inductors that share their stored energy. This allows energy to be transferred from one inductor to another while changing the combination of voltage and current. Emery, the license manual, page 3-8. Just a minute. Okay. What is a characteristic of single sideband SSB compared to FM? A, SSB signals are easier to tune in correctly. B, SSB signals are less susceptible to interference. C, SSB signals have narrower bandwidth. D, all these choices are correct. What is a characteristic of single sideband SSB compared to FM? A, SSB signals are easier to tune in correctly. B, SSB signals are less susceptible to interference. C, SSB signals have narrower bandwidth. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. What is the characteristic of single sideband SSB compared to FM? The correct answer is C, Charlie. SSB signals have narrower bandwidth. It refers to another question, but we're not going to read it. Okay. The next few questions I'm going to read now will be from the general Q&A. So, okay. See what we can find here. This is KC9 GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXT Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Are there any more stations wishing to check in? Please call now. Okay, this is from the general Q&A. Which of the following are the least reliable bands for long-distance communications during periods of low solar activity? A, 80 meters and 160 meters. I think I read this question before. B, 60 meters and 40 meters. C, 30 meters and 20 meters. D, 15 meters, 12 meters, and 10 meters. Which of the following are the least reliable bands for long-distance communications during periods of low solar activity? A, 80 meters and 160 meters. B, 60 meters and 40 meters. C, 30 meters and 20 meters. D, 15 meters, 12 meters, and 10 meters. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, which of the following are the least reliable bands for long-distance communications during periods of low solar activity? Correct answer is D, delta. 50 meters, 12 meters, and 10 meters. The higher the frequency, the more ionization is needed in the ionosphere in order to refract or bend the radio signal back to the Earth. When solar activity is low, signals at higher frequencies will pass through the ionosphere into space instead of being refracted back to Earth. During periods of low solar activity, the 15 meter, or 21 megahertz, 12 meter, or 24.9 megahertz, and 10 meters, 28 megahertz bands, are the least reliable HF bands for long-distance communication. General Class License Manual, page 8-7. Okay, what happens as a receiver's noise reduction control level is increased? A, received signals may become distorted. B, received frequency may become unstable. C, CW signals may become severely attenuated. D, received frequency may shift several kilohertz. What happens as a receiver's noise reduction control level is increased? A, received signals may become distorted. B, received frequency may become unstable. C, CW signals may become severely attenuated. D, received frequency may shift several kilohertz. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to try A as an alpha.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What happens as a receiver's noise reduction control level is increased? Correct answer is A, alpha. Received signals may become distorted. Noise reduction is performed on the receiver's output audio by DSP. This system attempts to remove hiss and noise from the audio that is not part of the desired speech, data, or CW. There may be more than one noise reduction setting optimized for different types of signals. Increasing the noise reduction level may cause some of the desired signals to be removed as well, causing distortion. Use the least noise reduction required to minimize distortion. General Class License Manual, page 5-14. Okay, before I continue, let's see if we can get any more check-ins. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call KC9 GCR. Okay. Why should soldered joints not be used in lightning protection ground connections? A. A soldered joint will likely be destroyed by the heat of a lightning strike. B. Solder flux will prevent a low conductivity connection. C. Solder has too high a dielectric constant to provide adequate lightning protection. D. All these choices are correct. Why should solder joints not be used in lightning protection ground connections? A. A solder joint will likely be destroyed by the heat of a lightning strike. B. Solder flux will prevent a low conductivity connection. C. Solder has too high a dielectric constant to provide adequate lightning protection. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it's A.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Why should solder joints not be used in lightning protection ground connections? Correct answer is A alpha. A solder joint will likely be destroyed by the heat of a lightning strike. Do not use solder to make the connections, since solder joints would likely melt and be destroyed if hit with lightning size current faults. Use mechanical clamps, brazing, or welding to be sure the ground connection is heavy enough. General Class License Manual, page 9-8. Okay, what is the primary purpose of a screen grid in a vacuum tube? A. To reduce grid to plate capacitance. B. To increase efficiency. C. To increase the control grid resistance. D. To decrease plate resistance. What is the primary purpose of a screen grid in a vacuum tube? A. To reduce grid to plate capacitance. B. To increase efficiency. C. To increase the control grid resistance. D. To decrease plate resistance. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. What is the primary purpose of a screen grid in a vacuum tube? The correct answer is A alpha. To reduce grid to plate capacitance. The screen grid is placed between the plate and control grid and kept at a constant voltage. This isolates the control grid from the plate and reduces the capacitance between them. General Class License Manual, page 4-27. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, why is it important to know the duty cycle of the mode you are using when transmitting? A, to aid in tuning your transmitter. B, some modes have high duty cycles that could exceed the transmitter's average power rating. C, to allow time for the other station to break in during a transmission. D, to prevent overmodulation. Why is it important to know the duty cycle of the mode you are using when transmitting? A, to aid in tuning your transmitter. B, some modes have high duty cycles that could exceed the transmitter's average power rating. C, to allow time for the other station to break in during a transmission. D, to prevent overmodulation. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I believe the answer is B as in boy.
This is Case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the WX9, 79XC repeating Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. You are correct, Kurt, you are correct. Why is it important to know the duty cycle of the mode you are using when transmitting? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Some modes have high duty cycles that could exceed the transmitter's average power rating. The discussion is so lengthy, I'm not even going to bother reading it, so I'm going to move on. Okay. What is the primary effect of increasing boom length and adding directors to a Yagi antenna? A. Gain increases. B. Beam width increases. C. Front to back ratio decreases. D. Resonant frequency is lower. What is the primary effect of increasing boom length and adding directors to a Yagi antenna? A. Gain increases. B. Beam width increases. C. Front to back ratio decreases. D. Resonant frequency is lower. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N, I'm going to say A.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is the primary effect of increasing boom length and adding directors to a Yagi antenna? The correct answer is A, alpha. Gain increases. As the boom length of a Yagi is increased and more elements are added, the directivity or gain of the antenna increases. Directivity has an advantage in that it concentrates the transmitted and received signals in the intended direction more than in other directions, thus minimizing interference and improving the signal-to-noise ratio of increased signals. General class Eisen manual, page 7-2. All right. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to read two more questions, and I think that'll do it for this evening. Which wire or wires in a 4-conductor 220-volt AC current should be attached to fuses or circuit breakers? A. Only the hot wires. B. Only the neutral wire. C. Only the ground wire. D. All wires. Which wire or wires in a 4-conductor 240-volt AC circuit should be attached to fuses or circuit breakers? A. Only the hot wires. B. Only the neutral wires. C. Only the ground wire. D. All wires. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Only the hot wires.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which wire or wires in a 4-conductor 240-volt AC circuit should be attached to fuses or circuit breakers? The correct answer is A, alpha. Only the hot wires. The hot wires, or the wires carrying voltage, are the only ones that should be fused. If fuses are installed in the neutral or ground lines, an overload will open the fuses or circuit breaker, but will not remove power from any equipment connected to that circuit. General class Eisen manual, page 9-74. All right, okay. Okay. Wait just a minute. Okay. Just a minute. Hold on. Okay. Well, last question of the evening. What are the toughest questions in the general or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hams, and those of you who are listening, watching, and those of you who are studying for your first ham radio license, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew, the support crew. Then this next question, if they ask this question at a VE testing session near you, if you get it correct, this might mean you're getting your license. All right. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Ground the base of the tower. D. All these choices are correct. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. B. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Ground the base of the tower. D. All these choices are correct. You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay, I guess our tower climbers have left us for the evening. Okay, what should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked down and tagged. Before climbing, remove power from any circuit that will not be used while you are on the tower. The best way is to remove fuses or open circuit breakers. Once the circuit is open, lock the circuit breaker open if possible, and tag the fuse block or breaker panel so that no one will reconnect the circuit. General Class License Manual, page 9-14. This concludes Friday Night's Fun Net Trivia for this evening. Thanks you all for participating. We'll do it again next week. Okay, now, do we have any more stations who'd like to check into Friday Night's Fun Net this time? Please go on out. Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 15 minutes, if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, or the 440.950 repeater in Janesville, the Chicago Night Watch net will be getting underway. That net is held 7 nights a week. Now, on Friday nights, they usually go to a favorite watering hole or establishment, so, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if they'll even be in that. Sometimes there's a net on Friday nights, other times they're not. Don't forget the Saturday evening Raichu net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I don't know who net control will be. I think it'll be Larry K9KZT. We'll just see what happens. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. I have to mention this. I almost forgot. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., starting on the 147.195 repeater, we'll have the Illinois Region 1 Hospital radio system test. That is held on the second Saturday of the even-numbered months at 9 a.m. I'll be net control for the first portion of the net, which will be on the 147.195 repeater. After we get done with that, we'll switch over to the 147.165 repeater in Oregon, where I will turn the net over to Lloyd, K9APW, and he'll take the net from there. After they get done on 165, they'll switch over to 146.970 Dixon repeater to finish out the net. The purpose of that net is to test all the ham radio equipment in the hospitals. So far, nobody has been able to get into the hospitals and check out the radio system, but I'll call each county by alphabetical order, and if nobody in the hospital answers the radio, then I'll call for check-ins from any other station. That's how it works. And like I said, don't forget the Saturday evening ride tune that I believe was the Larry K9 KCT tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. in this repeater. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club net meets at 7 p.m. on Sunday evenings on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. The Greene County Aries Races net meets on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with Scott K9YI as your net control station. Okay, Monday evenings, you got the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info Net on this repeater at 7 p.m. I believe it'll be Larry K9 KCT's turn to do the net, because I did it last week. At 8 p.m., you got the Lee County Aries Races net, which meets on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. And at 8:30 p.m., let me reset. Then at 8:30 p.m., you got the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net, which meets on 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. By the way, I talked to Al K9 EPC this past Monday night. He is back in the hospital. What happened Tuesday of last week, his walker gave way. He fell. From what he told me, he broke his knee. He's in the hospital. He'll be there for quite some time. Even after he gets out of the hospital, he'll have to go somewhere for rehab. Please keep Al K9 EPC in your thoughts and prayers. He's a great guy. That's all there is to it. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. we got the Tuesday evening net with Larry H9GO on this repeater. At 7:30 p.m. you got the Rock County Public Service net, which meets on 145.450 repeater in Janesville with Greg K9GJN as your net control operator. At 8:30 p.m. you got the Ogle County Hams net, which meets on 147.165 repeater in Oregon at 8:30 p.m. That net will run for about 5 or 6 minutes. Afterwards, they'll switch over to the 146.595 simplex frequency for a brief simplex net. After that, they'll go back to the 165 repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skywarn net. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Wednesday evening chat net. At the same time at 7 p.m., I do the Stevenson County Aries net on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport. At 7:30 p.m., you got the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club net, which meets on 147.120 repeater in Boyd. And at 8 p.m., we have our Wednesday evening swap net with Mel N9RPN, and I share the duties as the net control operator. And a couple weeks ago, Ruben came in, I know I left for the first time in several years, did net control. That's on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport at 8 p.m. You hear Amps Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast of both sides of Amps Radio. Mel N9RPN does a great job with that. Mel's the trustee of our repeater. At Thursday evening at 7 p.m., you got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net, which meets on the 147.195 repeater with Joe K9JPP as your net control station. You know, also at 7 p.m. you got the DeKalb County Aries Races net, which meets on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with a PL of 100.0 plus offset. Okay, on HF, you got the Senile net, which meets every day, Monday through Friday, from 1400 to 1500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chunk, WD9BB as your net control station. Okay, you're all caught up to date in your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, 8 more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. Okay, here is something that I've neglected to do for quite some time on this net. I think I better start reading it too. This is the amateur's code. 1. The amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2. The amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. 3. The amateur is progressive. He keeps the station abreast of science, is well-built and efficient, his operating practice is above reproach. 4. The amateur is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. As was the case today when Elijah, KE9FHJ checked in the very first time. Got his license today. Okay. Number 5, and this is very important. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties he owes to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And finally, number 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony, N-I-A-R-B, our former EC here in Stevenson County, said. Some to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call Case on GCR. Okay, I would like to thank Ra for the use of the repeater. Good turnout tonight. Happy to say for the first time in quite some time. I had no early check-ins or no Friday Night Fun Net hotline check-ins either. By the way, check out if those of you who listen, if you missed the net tonight, check out YouTube. Kerry and K9MAP live stream this net on YouTube. You listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. You listen to even past editions of the net. Every night is Friday night, but the Friday Night Fun Net on YouTube. I'm going to run down the list of stations that are checked in so far. Myself, Case on GCR, net control, Case 9YI. Scott Monroe, N9BWM Bruce. In Rockford, W9BL, Robin Marengo, KB9GGG Mike by Davis, Illinois. K0SDG, K0 San Diego Zoo, Bill in Rockford. W9WBB Steve. K9COB Mark. K9KGT Larry, the King of CW. N9DLB Dave here in Freeport. K9ASH Dwayne in Winnebago, he's on his way home. K9LF Ruben in Cedarville. KD9MAP Kerry, who's live streaming this net and recording this net on YouTube. Case 9RUH Joe. K9Z, KE9CZZ Mike on his way home to the Rah meeting, and last but certainly not least, Kurt, KE9N. Yeah, total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 check-ins, 16 on-air check-ins. Any more stations like to check in, please call now. Okay, at this time I'm going to do my honorary check-in. Sometimes these stations check in and sometimes they don't. So, okay. Okay. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't listen. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard. N9ZO. He's got tickets to the Cal Band Fest. He also has 1,000 feet of coax. If you're interested in either, give him a call. Area code 815-547-8686. Now, Justin. T9FEO. HC honorary check. Alright, let's see. WX9RLT, Ricky. HC honorary check-in. Let's see. T9FLO, Dean and Roscoe. HC honorary check-in. Alright. Okay, I'm going to do my Stevens County check-ins now. N9WSQ, George, our club president. Tomorrow is his wedding day. He's getting married to Sue. She was the wife of Scott Francis, 89 at SF. They're going to be moving to Lena. George will still keep his repeater in Dakota. Okay. N9WSQ, George, HC honorary check-in. N9RPN, Mel and Red Oak, the trustee for the 39 repeater. By the way, yes, there will be no monthly Stevens County Repeater Association meeting tomorrow at the library. This is, it's usually the second Saturday, it's usually the date for our meeting, but that's not going to take place tomorrow, due to the fact that everybody will be at George's wedding tomorrow. W9MSL, Winton here in Freeport, and I'm going to have him send me a copy of those rabbit jokes there. I'll read them on the air here. They're clean, so don't worry about it. Let's see. TD9 OVJ, John, HC honorary check-in. Alright, okay. This black pen is starting to run out of ink. I suppose I should be getting ready to get a new pen here, so. Oh, let's see. Over. Okay, continuing on with my honorary check-ins. Oh, let's see, W9TLG, Kevin, HC for honorary check-in. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yes, I got to check in. Oh, yeah. Doug. KP9CNS. Doug, 1800 chicken. All right. Let's see. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on W9AHT Repair and Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. When Kerry K9MAP used to listen to the county jail frequencies on the scanner when they were on VHF analog, every evening at 10 p.m. the dispatchers would radio to the corrections officers. Lockdown, lockdown, 10 o'clock, lights out, time to secure the jail, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, yes, goodness sakes, I gotta check these people in. 89GO, Larry. Okay. Okay, AC9GO, Larry and Rockton, and his better half W9YUM for honorary check-ins. 28 check-ins over, 16 stations have checked in, and 12 honorary check-ins, a total of 28 check-ins overall. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, folks, I want to tell you what. I want to thank you for checking in. It was a great net tonight. So, okay. Be sure you tell your mothers or fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your neighbors, your in-laws, your grandparents, your neighbors, cross street, down street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter in your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter in your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you go mail letters, pick up your mail, or buy stamps. Be sure you tell your bank cashier at your bank tower at your local bank when you withdraw your money, put money in the bank or what have you, to cash a check. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis. Be sure you tell your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, okay, be sure you tell your tax consultant. I think, tax day is next Wednesday. So, okay, let's see. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends or girlfriends or ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends, your husbands or wives, your ex-husbands or ex-wives or ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins to Baronet. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. We don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers, or you might want to tell them too about the Friday Night Fun Net. If you take a knee, clench your fist, or sit in the clubhouse when the U.S. national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't bat the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, last call, brain station, you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. What's around traffic, please call K-Sun GCR. Last call for Ratataw. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, April 10, 2026 with an unofficial count of 28 check-ins. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K-Sun GCR. Now closing down this Friday, April 10, 2026 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net and return the repeater and the frequency of normal amp radio use at 9:07 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10:07 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's see, 3 hours, 7 minutes Zulu time. By the way, Happy Easter to those of you of the Eastern Orthodox faith who might be listening. Today, this is Orthodox Good Friday, and their Easter Sunday will be coming up this coming Sunday. I forgot to mention this earlier during the net. 7:30 everybody, this is K-Sun GCR. Wishing you all a very pleasant good night. 7:30 everybody.